Um, Good morning, everyone.
Morning, how are you?
I'm fine. Good morning, everyone. We are all welcome to today's edition of the group discussion. Um,
Thank you very much.
Today now we'll complete our template today. Then everyone will submit all the papers they've been reviewing, and I hope everybody um have filled in the form that was sent to the group yesterday.
I would request that maybe you extend the time for submitting the template maybe till the end of the day, maybe towards evening.
Um, the
We enable.
submission is just we just have today is Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and we
For
need
the
to
submission.
convert them to prose form. So we all have to try and as much as possible to find all our journals. Maybe by later years in the evening, everyone had to submit to the group. Thank you.
Sure, you're welcome.
So if there is any question about the presenter today, all the questions, if you have any question that we can discuss more on, please, you can ask. You should
I've
ask
not
your
been here yesterday. I
questions
didn't
or
fill this
send to the
presence
chat
yesterday. Mr.
box.
Bankole, is he online?
Sir?
Mr. Bankole.
Yes, it's
He
online.
was
I
not with
can.
us yesterday,
Yes.
and today is
Uh,
inactive. Is inactive. I
y-
want him to
um,
activate his mood.
okay, sir. Mr. Abdullah Bankole, are you there?
Hello.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Kefas. I have a question. For me, I have seen the timeline and then the schedules for the research. Uh, but currently, I'm a student I'm not really in the country, I'm outside. So I don't know how the program will be for those that are schooling and then that is running another program. How will they manage to cope with the way the project is being scheduled?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. The
Yeah.
like every maybe if you miss the online class, there will be
Excuse me.
a
For example, now
video
currently, like
and the PDFs
from
used
next
will
week,
be shared to us, and also for the papers that are to be submitted. Like we have today's night in Nigeria time. I mean, at least we have to today to submit those papers. If I think if you don't have time now, I don't know the range, the distance of the time between Nigeria and the country you are, but I think there should be a little time for you at least to revise some of the books. And also, I think uh I sent the title to the group yesterday. I don't know. It's only three people, two or three people that have already selected their own titles. Please, I want us all to select the titles and send it to the group. Thank you. And also, sir, for the paper, I think you can, for the paper, you can find time to submit. At least if it's midnight here, don't worry. At least you can submit the file before tomorrow class, please. I think that would be very, very helpful for us to,
To
because
be submitted to the
tomorrow I
WhatsApp
think we
group
are
or
going to
or
start
is
the
there any
pros form
specially
tomorrow, so we
recommended
need the
email to be
files
forwarded to?
today in order to start the pro form tomorrow. Thank you, sir. I don't know your time there, but at least if you can submit before tomorrow class, it will be very, very helpful,
Uh,
helpful, sir. Thank you,
Sorry
sir.
for the papers. I think I submitted some yesterday in the group, WhatsApp group. My major challenge is that from next week, the same time, this period, I will be having a machine learning course for like a month. So that is my major challenge. But
Yes,
for the
sir.
papers, I
Actually,
have
the
submitted
course is
already.
going to come to an end by Friday, sir. So that is
Okay,
why we
so
don't have much time. We have limited time to do everything we want to do. Because this course is only a week course, sir. So and we
all
only
right.
have tomorrow and Friday. That's why I was implying on that we should submit the papers today. And what you submitted to the group, is it related to the title that I sent to the group? If yes, then I think we are good to go. But please, we are all to submitted 20 papers each.
20.
20 papers
Okay.
each. We started by 5 yesterday, so it remains 15 to go for those that submitted 5. It remains 15 papers to go. Thank you. Because we are going to
It's
use all
okay.
those 20 papers to form a pros form tomorrow that we use. So thank you, sir.
All right, it's okay.
Miss Zainab Tasala, can you go on with your question? I can see you raised up your hand.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Um, it's concerning these papers. I think some of us are having issue in identifying the right paper, or maybe probably when you start searching and then it's giving you something quite different. But I think since we are merged, if we are merged like 2 2 or 3 3, okay, if we are expecting 10 papers, then 20 papers, then this person can actually source for 10, and then another person can source for 10. Then you merge it together for a particular the subsection you have created.
But hello.
I
Yeah,
can hear you.
I
In
can hear you.
response to what your suggestion, is it not too late? We wanted to have done that long ago, maybe on Monday, since on Monday. We only have till the end of today to submit.
Um, I don't know, but to date, so people have not even selected or picked what they actually want from the subsection, or what they want to put that for.
If you think that is the best way to go, then you can go ahead and do the pairing.
Uh,
Like now, okay, Mr. Bankole, you can talk.
yes, good day everyone. It's good to be here once more after a very after the break from my end. I think some of us have been paired already, and we already have the list of what we want to do. So it's not necessary for you to wait for pairing. You can just look for one out of all of them, pick it, and then do your find journals on them, and then submit. I think that's if you are waiting for pairing, you are just going to delay, and we might not really cover what you want to cover. I hope you are with me. So best
Yes,
thing, one there, take one part of it. Is it leave modeling? Is it leave identification? Is it this? Is it that? Just take one.
It's better.
Look
It's
for
better.
um look for 10, look for 20 journals, and then
Mm.
submit it. So I think that's much better. Also,
yes,
for Mr. Kefas earlier, you mentioned something about you not being in the country. Well, first off, the events that we are on now is basically meant for literature reviews. So, and that is going to go on for a week. Now, if you fill the form that was sent to you yesterday, to us in the group yesterday, you will notice that subsequent months, starting from October next month, we are going to have trainings on artificial intelligence and also on algorithm development, which I would really want you to actually join in as well. And fine, it's the timing might not be suitable that much, but I'm very sure we could actually work something out for you to be actually active during that session as well. So, and I learned you said you were actually starting something on machine learning. Yes, being in that class in the next month will also assist your learning in the machine learning. Also, we also have another one in November and we have another one in December. So all this is just for us to actually be part of the new driving technology and the industry 4.0. So thank you very much, everyone. And thank you, Mr. Yahya. Yes, I was
But
not actually.
you are let me add something before you leave. Please,
Oh,
in
okay,
the
yes.
light of the aforementioned development as highlighted by you, I suggest that we keep this our WhatsApp group alive so that to keep us posted
Okay.
as development unfold as regarding the subsequent courses, because most of us have interest in participating.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Fatima, you can go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Ms. Zainab, like he said, you can just continue with your research. Just continue with those part. Maybe if it is leaf modeling, leaf coloration on maize leaf, you can just continue and work on it. Because if you stay on pairing, maybe while collating it, in case if there is anyone that has done that same paper, will collate everything, no while turning them into prose form. Mr. Bankole, you can continue.
Yes, thank you very much, Fatima, for that. Also, I think the issue she might have, or what she said, is that she's saying maybe she does not, she has issues with the website, and actually sourcing for those journals. So I think the class, that was what was done in the class yesterday, right, Fatima? Searching for journals. Yes, good. So if you still have difficulty, then maybe we should. I think Fatima also did, and she did this thing yesterday. She did a demo in the tutorial session yesterday. Is that true, Fatima?
It's true.
Right?
Yes,
She
sir.
did that.
Yes.
Good. So, and the recording is available. So if maybe you watch the recording or you go to this website, you are still not able to download or you're still not able to get these journals, then how many hours or how many minutes do we still have for this present tutorial, Fatima? Is ending by when? Huh?
Like we have less than 15 minutes to go.
Less than 15 minutes. Okay. Okay, then maybe later when maybe in the WhatsApp group, Zainab or people that have issues actually getting journals or looking for journals, we could actually discuss on that on the WhatsApp group later. I hope that's better if you can't actually have a demo right now. While
yes, if I may ask, please, there are two confusing terminologies there in those topics.
Okay.
People research on. What's the difference between leaf disease identification and leaf modeling? Because in the leaf disease identification, you use machine learning techniques in most of the paper that came across.
Okay.
The
difference between the
two topics.
Is it the difference between leaf modeling and leaf digit identification? I didn't get that.
Yeah, yes, and leaf disease identification. Maize leaf disease
No,
identification.
leaf disease identification is we are creating a machine learning model or an algorithm that when it sees the leaf, it should tell you the type of disease right there.
Okay.
That's leaf disease identification. Right? Now, leaf modeling is okay, how should a leaf be? How is the leaf of a maize is and the rest of that? That's just basic modeling. And usually leaf modeling we really end up in creating mathematical concept of how the maize leaves.
It's okay.
So, but you can't just do disease identification without starting to even know what it actually is. So I'm actually working on I'm just to put this out there. I'm working on maize weed identification. Weed identification in a maize farm. That's what the project I'm currently working on. And what we started doing was we had to first know how is a maize like in the farm. How does a maize look like in the farm? Fine, the way they plant maize here is different from the way they plant maize in another country. So we start by looking for local source data and the rest. So the first thing here is before you say that this maize has a disease, how can the drone even know that this is a maize? Are you following? So that's where your leaf identification or leaf identification or even maize leaf identification comes in. Then, okay, it has seen that this is a maize. Okay, how do you now know that this maize has a disease? Then you now say, okay, maize disease identification, coloration, this and that. I hope you are with me, Mr. Yahya, sir. Yes, so and the rest like that. And as we trying to go into the work, we'll see how wide sometimes it can be. That's why it's very good. So actually, from the beginning, why I said, let us take one plant and let us work on it. So thank you very much, Mr. Yahya, sir.
You're welcome.
Fatima, you can go on.
I can see Miss Zainab Tasala raised her hand. Maybe she has a question. She can go further.
Yeah, I actually wanted to ask about you made mention of a website yesterday that we can access free publications. I actually forgot the name of the site, so I wanted to ask about that.
Okay.
Okay, the site is SciHub, SCI hyphen HUB, SciHub.
Okay,
You
okay,
just get the DOI, that is direct object identifier DOI. You get the hyperlink, paste it in the SciHub database, then you get the result. But one thing is that it's not all papers that you can review on the SciHub. There are some that are not yet paid or they are not yet on the SciHub. Thank
okay.
you. So any more suggestion and my colleague here Bilkis have sent some of the sites to answer Ms. Sumaya Abakar question. She have sent the sites into the group in case if you have any more question you can just paste it to the group and many more discussions can be made here. So if you have any discussion, please continue. Let's interact.
Also for sign up, there are sometimes maybe the DUI might not work. You can actually still use the URL itself, the link. Like for example, you went to a paper, instead of you looking for the DUI, you can actually use the link, the URL of that paper on sign up as well. It's not necessary all the time that you use the DUI, but the DUI is the best option. But if the DUI does not work, try to use the link. And if the link does not work, another method is take the name of that paper, just put it on Google. Take the name of the paper, put it on Google, put PDF in front, or just put it on Google, and then you might be taken away. You might be taken to another place where that paper might have been published, where you can now use the DOI from that place. So that's another method that I use and some other people use as well. So fine, there are some people that are locked in that I might need to pay for, but then there are still other ways you could actually cut corners around them. So yes, thank you very much, Madam Zainab, and thank you, Madam Fatima, for the response.
Thank you very much. You're welcome too. So other sites, let me say of some websites the presenter yesterday talked about. There's the Scopus. He talked about the Google Scholar, Web Science, Science Direct, IEEE Explore, PubMed.gov, Publons, Springers, RXIV.org, and Redal. Those are some of the websites the presenter yesterday talked about. So you can use any to search for your papers. Thank you. Any more questions? So is there any question?
Yes, Sumaya. Yes, you have to send the papers that we found, not the link, the document itself. Send it into the chat, into the WhatsApp chat. So remember that whatever you're searching must be within the range of what you have given: lead modeling, lead identification, or whichever you've chosen. Are you with me? So
Yes, it should be relevant. Please, sorry, let me add to, it should be relevant to our topic, please. And if you are sending it, please make sure that the title of the paper, use it to save it. Please use it to save it, and not more than 10 to 12 pages, please, so that we can be able to read and access it for the prose form, please. For journal, if it is journal, we use conference and journal. If it is journal, not more than 12 pages, please. 12 pages. But as we know, conference papers are 4-5 pages, maximum 5 or 6. Mr. Bankole, do you have anything to add?
yes, I wanted to ask if were we given the year limit, like between is it the relevancy in terms of years? Because when you're working with research, for example, some will say it must not be more than 10 years, it must not be more than 15 years. So were we
Yes,
given before I say
yes,
something about?
it's 5 years.
Okay, what? How
Five
many
years.
years? 5 years. So that means whatever journal you're sending should be between 2017 and 2022.
Yes.
I hope you understand the consequence of that. So please, whatever journal we are working on. So if you are using Google, if you are using Google search, for example, if you are using Google Scholar, let me just show you how you could actually easily do that on Google Scholar. I'm trying to open up my Google Scholar account. So while I share the Google Scholar screen. Okay, so permit me to share my screen so I can just show you something on that.
Yes, you are permitted.
Thank you very much. Entire screen, right? Yes, allow. Can I get a confirmation that I can see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay. So this is the Google Scholar. So let's say, for example, we are looking for something on leaf, maize leaf identification technique. So maize leaves identification technique now. Technique, right? Techniques. So now, so when we come to this part here, you can see usually this part here is going to be in any time. Are you with me? So the best thing for you to do is to custom the range and put between 2017 and 2022. So you can do this now. So when you do this, you've customized the data. So now you can see now we have 2017, this is 2018, this is 2019, this is 2017. So that way your paper is much more relevant and it's much more rich. Whatever literature review you're going to do of all these literatures will be richer, because usually most of all these people will have referenced or reviewed other people's journals for you as well. And so you will be doing the same thing of their own as well, of what they've reviewed and all. So I think that's something. So, and if you use Google Scholar, easily there are some that you can download easily. For example, you would have seen they will have put PDF in front of some of them, PDF in front of some of them, that you just click and then the PDF will be downloaded for you immediately. So yeah, so that's how to custom your range, the range of your papers, and for those that might have not don't have a way of doing that. So thank you very much. I hope I can stop sharing right now.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abdullahi Bankole. That's one again. While searching for the papers, please let's ensure the papers are relevant to our topic. And Mrs. Latifat Bello, please you can proceed with your question, ma'am.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Maybe you can drop your question. Please.
You can also drop it in the chat box.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Mrs. Latifat Bello, please drop your question at the chat box. Ma, I guess your network there is poor.
Ma, your network is not that good, ma. We can't hear you. We only hear noises. Please, ma, can you?
Come back again, okay? I don't chat box, ma.
So please, is there any more suggestion before we leave? And I hope is there any challenges maybe you are facing while filling the template or while searching for the review paper? Because I guess the speaker today, Mr. Salau Ibrahim, have made justice to filling of the template. So if there's any challenges, please you can send it to the group chat. So maybe we'll discuss about it. Thank you everyone for coming. I guess this is the end of we'll be saying bye bye to today's class. Thank you very much and goodbye.
Yes, bye bye. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.